In 1986, an idea was formed to build a museum dedicated to the Model A Ford. MAFI, the Model A Ford Foundation Incorporated, was incorporated as a 501c3 to raise the money to construct the museum. An agreement was made with the Gilmore Car Museum, and after funds were raised, the ribbon cutting took place in 2012. The Model A Museum is situated on the grounds of the Gilmore Car Museum in Hickory Corners, Michigan. In addition to its own fabulous collection of automobiles, the Gilmore has 7 partner museums, including the Model A Museum, the Franklin Museum, the Cadillac Museum, Lincoln Museum, the Pierce Arrow Museum, the Classic Car Club of America Museum, and the soon-to-be-built Horseless Carriage Club of America Museum. Annually, the Gilmore greets over 120,000 visitors on its beautiful 90-acre campus. The Model A Museum is set up as an early Ford dealership, including a Model A era showroom. The Model A Museum is set up as a walk-through time, exhibiting cars, fashions, and Model A era history. The museum's mission is to preserve Model A's and artifacts and educate visitors about the Model A and the Model A era. Absolutely one of the crown jewels of the Model A Museum is Model A number 1, the car given to Thomas Edison by Henry Ford. Here you'll see a picture of Henry Ford actually stamping A1 on the engine block. Through considerable effort and time, we have developed a fully equipped era parts department with many NOS items on display. You'll spend quite a bit of time looking at this display. Each September, we have our annual Model A Days, where we will have about 2,000 visitors and several hundred Model A's attending. The weekend activities include touring the Gilmore campus, the Model A Museum, attending seminars, enjoying a huge swap meet, and networking with other Model A enthusiasts. A video shows the experience better than words can explain. I hope you enjoy it. During our annual event, we also induct new Hall of Fame members. The Hall of Fame inductees are selected by a committee, and induction is based on contributions to the design, production, marketing, and preservation of the Model A. Henry and Edsel were the first 2 inductees. We are closely aligned with the 2 national clubs, the Model A Ford Club of America and the Model A Restorers Club. Combined, the total membership is over 20,000 members. At MAFI, we currently have about 1,700 members. Many members and clubs are recognized in our brick walkway, shown here. We have over 60 vehicles and 2 airplanes in our collection, with at least 30 on exhibit in our Model A Museum. In addition, 8 of our vehicles and a Pete and Pole airplane are on display at NatMos, our partner museum in Auburn, Indiana. Other vehicles in our collection are used for our riding and driving experiences, which we will discuss later, or in storage for future use. The Model A Museum is managed by a very dynamic team of volunteers, refreshing the displays, and providing new opportunities to learn about Model A vehicles is a major focus of our group. Offering our visitors the chance to interact with the vehicles is a main objective of our exhibits. This is one of our interactive displays. The chassis allows a visitor to choose a component or a system of the powertrain and learn its operation. Another interactive exhibit is our starting display, which shows the operations required to start a Model A. The successful start rewards the user with the sound of a Model A engine running, the horn honking, and the seat vibrating. This is the most used exhibit on the Gilmore campus. It really is loved by all. This is our newest interactive display with horns from all over the world and of multiple manufacturers. This display allows a user to hear the very familiar sound of a Model A horn. Getting people behind the wheel of the Model A for the first time is a great educational experience. Last year, we began our first driving school in which we had 14 student drivers learn the techniques and earn a completion certificate. We plan to make this an annual event to bring more people into our hobby. Ride the Classics. In conjunction with the Gilmore staff and volunteers, we offer visitors the opportunity to ride in a Model A at no charge. Riding in a Model A is an unmatched experience anywhere. We currently have a Phaeton, a Woody wagon, and a stake bed truck operating throughout the year in this program. During Model A days, we take visitors around the campus in our 1930 school bus. In the coming years, we will be adding a Model AA passenger bus that is currently being restored. From a generous donation from the Mervine family, we have a partially assembled and partially restored 1931 Woody wagon. Through the support of Paul Shin, this vehicle will be restored with videos created showing the process of bringing it back to safe driving condition. This is a true education project for our viewers to enjoy. I mentioned Paul Shin in his efforts to create educational videos. He's pictured here driving Huff and Puff, our 1930 school bus. His videos can be viewed on YouTube. To date, Paul has created 200 educational videos for the Model A hobby. Hopefully, you've seen how the museum has been developed over the years. Our next growth initiative is to physically expand the museum and add vignettes, a working garage, and develop and exhibit more interactive displays. This is a rendering showing the proposed design that will double the size of our current museum. The top section shows the vignettes that will be explained in further detail and the working garage shown on the upper right-hand corner. Two of our vignettes are already developed. The picture on the left is the Dust Bowl. This exhibit showcases a very challenging time in our history. The exhibit on the right shows a typical schoolroom and a school bus in the Model A era. This is a very well-attended exhibit, and children are allowed to get in the bus for a photo opportunity. We are adding vignettes that describe life in the Model A era. We want to include farm life, use of static equipment using Model A engines, and work life. Our expansion plans include the addition of a garage. We intend to host work sessions and create educational videos about repairing and maintaining Model A's. We also want to incorporate an era tool collection and demonstrate how Model A era tools were used. The picture shown is a garage from the Model A era. Our garage will have modern lifts, catwalks for viewing, and proper lighting for filming purposes. Also under development, to be added in our new expansion space, are more interactive displays. We intend to demonstrate in an interesting and educational way the essential elements of an internal combustion engine, that being spark, gas, and compression. We also have plans for exhibits for accessories, such as windshield wipers. We also have plans for an additional opportunity and photo op for visitors to sit in a real Model A. Shown at the upper left is a Model T at the Paquette Avenue Museum used for this type of experience. The four-door Phaeton you see pictured is the Model A we have chosen for our exhibit. We are also planning to have period clothing available for our guests to wear for these photos. So what's next? And what do we need to make this happen? We need to construct an addition to our current museum that will add approximately 11,000 square feet. We will need $1 million for this project, which we expect to be completed in 2025. This is the organization put in place to implement our museum expansion plan. We have a solid track record of financial acumen that will be a continued part of our strategy. No debt will be incurred for this expansion. No use of endowment funds will be used for this expansion. We need your help. We're asking for your donation to make this project a reality. We've heard it said many times that we need to find a way as a hobby to capture the next generation of Model A'ers. This picture should get your attention. Look at the interest and fascination in the faces of the children as they learn how to start a Model A in our museum. A donation also allows for you to leave a permanent legacy and recognizes your contribution to the Model A hobby. As it says in the slide, you have our commitment to use your donation in the support of our hobby and to recognize your contributions for this effort. Thank you. This slide indicates the opportunities of donating to the new museum expansion. In the naming rights category, there are 3 opportunities, and each would have the specific display recognized with the donor's name. The levels of support are also shown, and the donors will be recognized prominently within the museum.